Let's see how you do under pressure. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby. It's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy.
Welcome back, everybody. Jaysin Static with another episode of the interview series. Back with Paul, the Major.
Master.
The Master, the Major. I'm going to call you the Major because you're going to majorly kick ass on this episode, right? See how I pulled that in?
That works.
Yeah. God damn it, I'm an idiot sometimes. But aren't we all idiots sometimes? How long you been in the business?
Business, like I said, I'd say since 2014.
Okay, man. All right, man. You ready for this next question?
Yes.
What does pro wrestling mean to you?
Pro wrestling mean to me? Well, I've been following, I'd say I've been following for about 3 years. And it just means I would say just fun, excitement, something gets me going. It's something I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
I really enjoy and just like the pageantry, the action, the entertainment, the characters, just everything about it. And then like currently there's like so much wrestling. It's hard to keep up, but there's a lot of wrestling going on. So yeah, I would say I like everything about all it is, what it presents.
The pageantry, the theatrics.
Yeah.
What was it that got you interested in it? Do you remember the exact time?
Well, I don't know. It was in 96. I just stumbled upon a Raw one day or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And well, the first thing I remember seeing it was around when Shawn Michaels was wrestling. That's the guy who kind of drew me. That was the first guy that kind of drew me in. But I remember one of the first things I saw. It was Farouk Assad when he was the Gladiator. He attacked like Ahmed Johnson or something.
Okay.
It was on a Raw back in like 96. I think that was one of the first things I saw. And I saw Shawn Michaels wrestle. And I really liked his character and I liked his moveset and stuff.
Yeah.
So Shawn Michaels was, I would say, my first like favorite.
Right. So what drew you to want to become part of the pro wrestling business? What was it that?
I would say I like performing, just being in front of people, being on the big stage, and just just like to bring on a show. And what it is, and I would say like back in high school, I started doing rap music.
Okay.
And that's what kind of got me going, like performing. And me and my friends made a rap group. We put out an album on Spotify, iTunes, and we also.
Can I interrupt you real quick? What is that? What is the name of that album? Because I'll listen to it on the way.
Oh, sure.
I got an hour and 30-minute drive home, bro.
Okay, King Kong Magnetics. Look it up. Futuristic Moneymakers. That's the album.
Okay.
Yeah, go on Spotify, iTunes, check it out. And then also you could go on Master Steve's and the Chris Money Legends.bandcamp.com to see some of my old school classic music I did. I did parody songs, the songs over wrestling themes my friends made and stuff. So just some fun times had.
Yeah. So Shawn Michaels back in 96, 95, 96, what is it that draws you to do what you're doing today? Because you came back after so many years of being away. Is there a certain particular person that drew you back in?
I guess I did take a little break from wrestling, but I came back. I just like I said, I follow the main ones usually. Like I follow like WWE, stuff like that. And I would just say like I really like Seth Rollins. I like CM Punk, those guys. Yeah. And I like his Seth Rollins, his very flashy attire he has and the character he has, and I like his moves. He's just all over the place. Does like that Phoenix Splash and all that, the Falcon Arrow thing. I like Seth Rollins' moveset and stuff. So I would say I mean it's not the same as it was back in the day. Obviously, people say with the characters and stuff, but it's still, I think it's making a comeback. Wrestling, I think it's it's doing good because WrestleMania, it's the biggest thing, and they have so many. Big crowds are doing after parties, and I go to the meet and greets. Like I went WrestleMania or not WrestleMania, Royal Rumble weekend. I went to the Fan Fest. They had their WrestleCon, so many wrestlers and stuff, so much people. Joe Hendry line and Hardy's line were like out the door. People were like, it's insane.
Do you see a lot of people talking about, like, there's a lot of people online that say wrestling isn't as good as it was back in the day. You know, it's more talking than it is nowadays. And then you have the old school guys who are like, oh, the wrestling sucks nowadays. Everybody's thigh slapping and blah blah blah. How do you feel about that in your own personal? Because for me, wrestling's a personal thing. Mm-hmm. Like what I personally like about wrestling, you might not like about pro wrestling. You know, but I see, while there's things that I don't like about pro wrestling, the majority of everything that I see, like, I think WWE's killing it in ways. I think AEW's killing it in ways. Hell, MLW just had Battle Riot.
Oh yeah.
Last night, and half of I think they had 40 guys in the
Jinder
battle.
Mahal, RVD, Dijak,
and hell,
Matt Riddle.
15 CMLL guys brought to the stage. Blue Panther busting out a freaking flying fucking Ron off the top rope or some shit like that. You know, like, I think wrestling, it's never going to be as good as what it was when you were a kid, because you look at it through rose-colored glasses. You know, you're young, you see things in a different light than what you do at 30. Like, I'm 43, I just turned 43. You know, like, I see wrestling different now than what I did back whenever I was a kid. And I think that's the difference in it. I think that's what a lot of people need to understand. Would you agree on that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say, like, there's so much wrestling, and I feel like it's making a comeback, and I feel like with all the feds, like, you got a little of everything going on. Like, you know, with WWE, you got the entertainment aspect, you got the characters, and they do special, like, gimmick type matches, stuff like that, and they put on good matches. In AEW, if you want, like, fast-paced, quick, they do a lot of action, a lot of quick moves, this and that. You get, or a hardcore, or GCW. GCW. They had like 4 death matches, and hitting with 100 fluorescent light bulbs and stuff. So you got a little taste of any nibble on any type of wrestling going on. There's so many different feds. You got NWA, like old school wrestling stuff. So any fed going on has got something for you.
Yeah. And I think that's a good place we can end this right here.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to go any further. Like, there's wrestling. There's so much wrestling. If you're only a fan of the deathmatch scene, there's a lot of deathmatch wrestling companies out there. If you're a fan of the more sports entertainment based, you got WWE. If you're a fan of the high, fast-paced, high-flying indie style of wrestling, you got thousands and thousands and thousands of indie companies to watch. Hell, a lot of them that we're going to be talking about here. You know, Midwest Coalition, South Broadway Athletic Club, Pro Wrestling Epic, Illinois Elite Wrestling, Cottage Hills Wrestling Alliance. There's so many. Dynamo Pro Wrestling. There's so many different wrestling companies that you can watch. CMLL, if you like the lucha type. If you like strong style, you can go watch New Japan. Like, there's so many things. There's so much wrestling to watch. And if you don't like a certain thing, there's something out there for you to watch. Whether it's the problem is you just got to find it. 9 times out of 10, you can find it on YouTube. That's where you can find this episode right here.
Yeah.
But do you have anything to promote? Upcoming shows, websites?
Yeah, you can go on YouTube. I type Paul Major versus. You can go on my rap battle. You can go on my rap battles. Go on the Paul Major YouTube channel. See my videos and music. I did a theme song for Jamal Swag. Also did a theme song for Mario Pardua, Pro Wrestling Coalition Midwest Wrestling Coalition champion. Did his theme. It's a pretty dope song. Check it out, and possibly going to be coming out with it, so it's a good hit. And like I said, you also check out the King Kong classic music and things like that. And Midwest Wrestling Coalition is doing a show May 24th, Alton, Illinois. Check that out. Follow them on Facebook, Instagram. Also, Pro Wrestling Epic, May 17th. Jamal's going to be booked doing a show, so check them out, May 17th. And if I'm not mistaken, Broadway is also doing a show. I think Arnold, he said May 24th. So, yeah, there's a lot of feds coming up in May.
Yeah,
so
man.
check. And then also WWE Backlash is going to be May 10th. So check that out if you want to watch.
Yeah, if you're a wrestling fan, you're going to watch all these companies. I watch too much wrestling. My when I'm at home working and I'm not at the shoot job, my TV is almost exclusively wrestling. And if I get tired of watching wrestling, there's a bunch of other stuff on. I don't even have a TV anymore. I just have YouTube that I watch everything on. But, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on this. I've had a good time. Hope everybody else had a good time. But we're going to run this out just like we always do. Jaysin Static across all social media. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Check me out. Fight Club Wrestling Academy on Facebook. On YouTube. That's where we're at. If you like this conversation that I just had, then let me know what your meaning of pro wrestling is for you. Drop that down in the comment section below. Let me know what it is. And last but not least, I can't tell you where, I can't tell you when, but all I can tell you, it's for the culture of pro wrestling. And when I drop this, we're going to hit the ground running, and it's going to be fucking dope, I promise you. Paul, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for coming on.